Hello and welcome to episode. I didn't even look up the episode. It's been this long. I believe it's 52. Uh, don't take me on that. It's been a while since we recorded one of these podcasts. So, anybody who comes through and listens to us, thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday morning. I have my co-hosts here today, Jose and Luis. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Hello, everyone. Been going good. It's been a while. We might be a
Yes.
little rusty.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning. Yes, it's been about a month or so, uh, but it's good to be back.
It's good to have you guys back, man. It feels right to do this.
Yes.
So housekeeping real quick. Usually I have a video going and my face showing and stuff like that, but um, preparation was slim. I didn't allow myself to prepare this that much today. I'm not going to be honest. So all you see is our logo. um, Apologize for that. In the future weeks, we'll have that going for you guys so you can have something to look at. That was something we introduced not too long ago. I think it's good, so do expect that. What we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about what we've been playing. We're also going to be going over our draft. So we'll see how that's been shaking out. I know that we've been kind of stalling on making any changes and things. We might have to be making moves today. And I think we'll talk a little bit more about Nintendo, and then we'll just probably go over some of the best reviewed games of the year and see how the year's been shaking out. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and switch over to the draft view. All
Sweet.
right, so we're over here in the draft. Overall stats, Luis has 93 points actual, has 7 games released, 3 expecting. Those 3 games are Hollow Knight Silksong, Halo Infinite, and Forza Horizon 5. Um, Forza Horizon 5 is looking pretty good for Luis right there. Right now, it's sitting at a 92. It's not released yet, but we'll see how that goes.
Break it in, guys.
And as for me, let me switch back over. How to turn up the audio. Still have 7 games released, 3 expecting, 89 points. And oh, I didn't mention Luis has a budget of $93 still. I only have 13 because I spent 80 of it on Metroid.
Sure.
All right, the games that are expecting for me: Shin Megami Tensei 5, currently sitting at an 86, not released yet. Final Fantasy 16, which I am 99.99% sure that is getting pushed, and Ruined King, a League of Legends story. I have a feeling it's going to get pushed as well. And then last but not least, we have Jose. Jose has 66 points, 7 games released, one is expecting, and he has $39 left in his budget. The games yet to
Shovel
be.
Knight is not releasing. I'm
Shovel Knight
done.
Dig? Oh, it's not. It says will not release.
Dude, I'm done. I'm tired.
Oh my gosh. So Solar Ash is going to be releasing hopefully on in December, I think it is. Stray will not be releasing this year, and Shovel Knight Dig will not be releasing this year. Not looking too good for the homie Jose right now, but we'll see if we can make some moves to bring it back.
Kinda killed me.
Oh my gosh, Kenna, yeah. So where do we go from here? Technically, none of my games are delayed yet. Hopefully, League of Legends comes out. If not, then I'm gonna have 2 games to potentially switch out, which would be that one and Final Fantasy. Um, Luis sitting pretty for the most part. Maybe Hollow Knight Silksong you might want to switch out. if they make an announcement.
Yeah, I'm thinking of switching it out, maybe.
Roger. And Jose, on your end, you have definite games that you need to switch out because it's will not release. And we also, is the counterpick switched? No, counterpick hasn't been switched yet. So, um,
Oh, Luis's kind of pick, huh?
yeah,
No, who's kind of
Yeah,
pick? Oh yeah.
yeah. So I know it's been a while. Might have not thought about this for a minute. So, any games come to mind that you want to switch out? Do you want another week to look at it? Hopefully next week we'll get together and actually do a
I
podcast.
know. Yeah, I think I have to do that.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm tired.
My
Okay.
feet is
Yeah,
tired. I can't go home.
I'll um I'll look at other games. It's probably gonna be like bottom of the barrel. Like, but I mean, those could be like predictors. So we'll see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can get lucky and pull a few 80s.
Hmm.
For me, I guess I would have to think about it too. Like off the top of my head, what's coming out? The things that I'm thinking of don't qualify because Endwalker is an expansion, and Pokemon Diamond Pro remakes. I don't think those count. Do they count? Do we would we count those?
I don't think so. I think remakes aren't allowed,
yeah,
right?
yeah. We said no remix,
No
or
remakes.
or did we? I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah,
For sure, we don't have like remasters.
right, right.
Oh, okay.
I think we can. I think it like Final Fantasy
That's
VII remake's a remake. Like that's pretty much a new game, but it
yeah.
already had like a formula or a back or something to go off of. That's the only thing.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess we'll just not allow it. I suppose just to keep it uniform.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So plan is we're gonna hope we do a podcast next week and we'll have games to to switch out.
Yes.
All right. So that's an update for our draft. The year's coming to an end. It is November the 6th. So final results are going to be happening pretty soon here. All right, you guys. I haven't said this in a while, but let's go ahead and talk about what we've been playing, guys.
Whoop, whoop. All right. So I mean, well, I'm assuming we'll take the usual order. Um, I haven't been playing much lately, and it's kind of sad, honestly. I think the most I played since last time we talked has been my PS5. I've been playing Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales,
Sweet.
and so I've been scratching at that. I think I have the total game. I have like 40% done. Um, but yeah, I mean, I haven't really touched my 2DS. I haven't really touched my Switch. I think the last time oh well, we played Mario Party last weekend. Last weekend, so we played. Well, I guess I've been playing the Switch, but I think
Yeah.
that's the last time I touched the Switch, and I haven't really touched it in a while. But yeah, mostly I've been playing Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and it's kind of annoying. I feel like I don't have time to play anymore. I'm gonna cry. Because this past few days, for example, like I've been wanting to play Spider-Man, but I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get tired. I'm gonna get sleepy, and I'm not gonna do much. I've been wanting to play like some Apex as well, And
New season,
but I
dude.
don't know. Yeah, I know. I think I started yesterday, no?
No, dude, on
Or
Tuesday.
oh, dang, really?
Yeah. I haven't
See,
gotten to play
I'm out of the
since.
loop.
I know.
Damn. But yeah, hopefully, uh, the holidays are coming up, so I'll have more time to play. Um, but yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Cool. For Miles Morales, what's your opinion on Miles's fade in the game? Is it impressive?
It's it's pretty. What's another word for impressive? It's really
Detailed?
detailed. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I agree. I was pretty impressed the first time I seen his fade. Like, Insomniac really cared.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what else?
I oh, yeah. What's that?
So I've been looking at trying to get a new TV. I just been looking around. Maybe or not, I'll do it. I was looking at a YouTube video. I forget who it was, but he was playing Miles Morales on like 4K TVs. I was interested in.
Hmm.
Dude, the colors like during that certain scene where it's nighttime and the enemies are pretty lit up like the
Hmm.
and then his suits like depending on what you put on like they have different suit unlocks and like how his suit lights contrast with the darkness and like all the effects that go off with his lightning or whatever like shock abilities or
Right.
whatever it is. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I need to look into like getting a TV too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would be not like I don't think we ever talked about this, but the jump from PS2 to PS3, that era,
Hmm.
like that was the most vivid switch in my head of
Right.
next level. This is next level. And I think ever since then, games have gotten clearer and probably smoother,
Hmm.
but not a leap.
Right.
hmm So I'm hoping
Yeah,
that
and
this 4K, yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say like we haven't really seen like the difference or like a major difference in graphical improvements and things like that since like that era of like PlayStation 2 to PS3. It's crazy.
I know. It's just I'm hoping that this 4K, right, is gonna it's gonna just open my eyes to that level or close to that level of improvement. It'll be sick.
Yes.
Have you ever seen like a 4K TV, like a really good one, and like the difference?
I've only seen it like when I go to like let's say Best Buy and they have like the those TVs for you to see.
Oh yeah.
And, and yeah, I mean it looks really cool. It looks
Yeah.
way better than like the TV that we have right now. It's like the colors are vivid, the details, and so smooth.
Ugh. Do I do it to myself though? Think about it.
Black Friday's coming up.
Yeah, look those deals up.
True that. All right, Jose, you're next, sir.
All right, so for me, I haven't really been playing either. I really haven't touched anything since I passed Skyward Sword, like I don't know, a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
I've been wanting to get into Hades, because we have Hades, so I really want to get into that. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it ever happens to you guys that like in your mind, in your head, you're like, okay, I'm gonna play. I feel like playing right now, and then you put it on, and then I don't know, for some reason you're just like, hey, I'm not feeling it right now. Um, that's happened to me, and so I end up not playing it. Um, and so yeah, I don't know. I've been going through like a slump right now with video games. I guess like the only game that I've played is Mario Party, um, with our friends, and that was fun. That's been fun. Um, but yeah, outside of that, it's been pretty chill. Like there's a lot of DLC that I have yet to cover. Animal Crossing just came out with a new update as well, and I haven't touched that either. So I don't know. It's all piling up, but it's there. It's always there. So I don't feel rushed to get through it. But I do want to get back into playing. It's just lack of time and energy.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate, man. It's like, I mean, I guess I'm kind of going through the same thing.
Hmm.
The last, it's just, you have other things that have to take precedent, and by the time you
Yeah,
take care of those other things,
yeah,
it's A, you have to have the energy, and B, are you at the mental capacity to just like, you know, focus into the game and not worry about anything else or whatever may be
yeah,
happening. So I get it.
yeah, for sure. It's hard.
Yeah.
Don't be adults, guys.
uh, let's see. Oh, we didn't talk about Smash and Sora. I mean, remember we did play some Smash
Oh
that
yeah,
one
we
time.
did.
Mm.
I mean, we didn't really get to see Sora in action though. Um, oh no, yeah, you played him. You used him, right?
Yeah, I used them a few times.
Okay, yeah. Um, yeah, that was cool. And that's another thing. Like, I haven't really used any of the DLC characters since uh, I think since Banjo. Who? Oh, Sephiroth. Yeah, no, yeah, Sephiroth was the last one. Anyone after that, I haven't touched. I haven't played. I don't know the controls.
Mm.
I know nothing.
So Pyra, Mithra, Pyra and Mithra, Kazuya, and Sora, I think is.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know anything about them. Gotta step up.
There's like a plane coming through over my where I'm at. I
Yeah,
don't know if you can hear it.
yeah. Well, it's we can hear it as well from our area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see here. All right. So, anything else you think you might have missed or wanted to shout out?
Mm, no,
No. All right. All right.
no, I'm
For sure.
good. How about you, Ray?
Sure. Let's see. Since the last time, the thing I can remember is well, before I get into Metroid Dread, which was this amazing weekend, I freaking enjoyed the heck out of that. Let's see what else I've been playing. I did one stream of Spider-Man Edge of Time. Um, so I know I mentioned this to you guys how I really wanted the Spider-Man game. Uh, like retro stores didn't have it. They would have the other one that I already had, which was Shattered Dimensions, but I didn't want that one. I wanted Edge of Time. So what I had to do was I had to order it from a third party on I forget where. I think it was Amazon, and it was over $50. So pretty much the price of a new game, but I really wanted it, so just pulled the trigger. I did one stream of it. I was planning to do more, but IRL things got in the way. So,
Hmm.
but the time that I did spend with it, um, not a great game.
What? Really?
Not a great game.
Damn.
Yeah. Um, so I believe they made this game a year. Like they put this game a year out after Shattered Dimensions, and Shattered Dimensions was kind of cool because it was Beanox's, which was a developer that they took it over in like 2010 or before that because the game came out in 2010, and people really liked Shattered Dimensions because it was like a new take on Spider-Man games that gave you access to four different Spider-Men. Um, it was what was it? It was Spider-Man Noir, which was like 1930s Depression era Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2099, Future Spider-Man, regular Spider-Man, and I want to say it's amazing. Well, anyways, whatever it is, it was alternate dimension Spider-Man, but he wore the symbiote suit. That was his gimmick for that one in a different universe. So people really liked that. The diversity in video games, the different take that they had with like they would switch the perspective so that when Spider-Man was in a quick time event with the boss, it would be first person. You're actually like hitting the boss with your fists, and you control it with the sticks. I think it was. So that was cool. And then the next game that they have, it kind of feels like they had to put something out. So they only took regular Spider-Man and future Spider-Man and made a pretty dull like um, environment. So it kind of takes place in spoilers if you care about playing Edge of Time. You probably don't. Just guessing, but it takes place in a what would you call it? Like a corporation that originated in 2099's universe, and somebody with malintentions from 2099 universe, Spider-Man 2099's universe, went into a portal, I guess, went back in time, used his knowledge to make his corporation like an overlord over everything. So now original Spider-Man 2099's universe is affected as well as future Spider-Man, and then they kind of have to work together to stop catastrophe from happening, basically. So it's an interesting premise, which I think if they had more time to develop it, would have been pretty cool. But it just feels like half the game from Shattered Dimensions, just with a new narrative that they had to do really quickly. So in that sense, it's disappointing. I do like Spider-Man, so I'm playing it and I'm having fun just hearing the dialogue. But the combat's not great. It was pretty good in Shattered Dimensions, but now it's kind of like worse than that from what I've experienced. So it's kind of weird how you can go from a game that takes new ideas and makes it really fun for the players into something that's like literally half baked in a way. So it was
Yeah.
interesting.
But at least you have it now.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I do have it now, which is good. I'm glad I made my purchase. At least I have it. Say I do have it. If I ever just want to hear those voice lines or just do
Hmm.
whatever, I can always do that. And what else has there been? Um, well, since Spider-Man's Edge of Time is on PS3, I did just poke around into another Spider-Man game, Web of Shadows, which is a really good Spider-Man game. If you have a chance to pick it up on an older system, I know um, it hasn't been put forth to the PS4 or the PS5 or anything like that because of rights to Spider-Man. How Insomniac has it now, and the publishing isn't really Activision's anymore. So if it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg and you want to play it, I would suggest Web of Shadows. I think it's really good. Aside from the voice acting for Spider-Man, but Spider-Man's voice acting is the worst ever in that game.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, eh,
Interesting.
yeah. I also played a little bit of Fuse. By a little bit, I mean like less than 30 minutes of Fuse, which is a game by Insomniac when they were doing multiplat. I think it came out in like 2013. Um, it's good. It's kind of generic in a way. It has cool weapons and you can like melee people and sneak up on people, but uh, it's just good. It's good if back in the day if you had a friend to play with or something like that, it had that advantage. But now since it's a dead game and you just have yourself, or if you can just like force a friend to play, it is what it is. So yeah, just wanted to play that one just to see how it was. Anything else other than that? I don't think so. So I guess we can talk about Dread. Have you guys bought Dread? How sensitive are you to what you want to know about the game before I talk about it?
Well, we have it. We haven't played it.
Is it out the wrapper?
Uh, yes.
You're lying.
Honestly, I'm not. I don't remember. I think it might be. It might not be. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Well, it did come out over pretty much a month ago, so yeah.
Yeah. Talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll keep it general. So, haven't really prepared my thoughts. Just gonna go off the cuff. Metroid Dread is Metroid Dread is so Samus Returns is the 3DS game that came out in 2017. You can really see how Dread just built off of that game. Taking the extra power from the Switch to make the environments look nice. Change perspective. Well, I think there was perspective changes in Samus Returns, but for this one, there's more of that. So you can kind of appreciate how much detail was put into these different environments. I think the environments in this game are really good. They're not. I wouldn't say they're as stark contrast as previous Metroid games. Kind of like Fusion, you can kind of imagine like the different areas you're going into. Like there's one like laboratory s place, and then there's uh like a ice place, and then there's like a overgrown biome like with plants and stuff. Um, it's really you really remember the different sections in something like a fusion, but with Dread, it's really pretty. Not as diverse from what I've experienced, but just I think it has the best detail and like up there with like some of the most immersive 2D Metroids that has come out. First of all, for a 2D Metroid, this is the most cinematic 2D Metroid ever made. Samus is the most well animated in any 2D Metroid ever made. Even in the 3D games, I feel like Dread depicts Samus's movement and what she's capable of the best, as far as her athleticism and even though she has like a power suit and it's bulky and prevents her from damage and things like that, I feel like this game strikes the balance between not having her feel like a tank, but also making her feel powerful and agile, which is right up my alley, and I really appreciate about Metroid Dread. As for as for the story, I would say that this story sparse. Like any other Metroid game, it's a um, sparse story. I believe it would be Fusion and Other M. So Other M tells the most narrative out of any Metroid game that I've played, which is almost all of them. And Fusion has a lot of text dialogue that you read through as you go through checkpoints and stuff. So, but this game also has that Fusion checkpoint dialogue system as well. But there's also a few cutscenes that are sparse throughout the game that are well utilized. Like the important story beats are depicted well in those cutscenes, and the game really makes you all in and invested during those times. Just because they're few and far between and they're well executed right from the first one that you see. So you're just kind of anticipating whatever next thing like cinematic that comes up. For the gameplay is the smoothest 2D Metroid as well. There's a lot of it does the best. There's going to be a lot of it does the best in this category of any 2D Metroid. The parry, you don't have to stand still when parrying. You can just run and do the parry, and it does damage as well. And you have free aim, which is something that was introduced to Samus Returns. They take it into this game, which is really nice. You don't have to do like a diagonal shoot and then try to jump and try to hit the whatever enemy it is. Makes it feel a little clunky, like outdated back in the day. Uh, Details. And what else would I say about this game? Good secrets. I really like how they use the Shine Spark in this game, which is one of the more advanced moves that you can do to try to find secrets and break speed booster blocks. Um, had a fun time with that. And yeah, man, I think this game is serves two kind of audiences. Like either you just want to play something with music in the background or whatever it is, as you find the secrets, or just like want to just kill some enemies and see how cool Samus looks while she's doing her combat, or you want to immerse yourself into the details. You want to know get the most out of the story. You want to know all the details and little tidbits the world has to offer. You can also just immerse yourself, and I think the sound effects are good. The only gripe that I have, real gripe I have with this game, is the music. Metroid has had great like music in the past. I feel like Fusions is pretty up there. Just from an atmospheric perspective, I feel like Metroid Prime soundtrack is goated, like one of the best soundtracks in any video game, and I know that's hard competition to follow. So Metroid Dread has had a big shoes to fill, but they do a good enough job to where it does feel like a genuine Metroid game. And if you have your headphones on and you have the speakers going, you're gonna get immersed into it. So really glad this game exists. The developers did a really fantastic job, and I would give this game a 10 on my side because I don't think the music is enough to knock it down to a 9.5.
Nice. Um, yeah, I think from what I've heard, again, I haven't really played the game, and I haven't really seen like anyone play it or anything. But yeah, I've heard that the music, it's maybe it's on the, it's not bad or anything, but it's on the, there's better music in other Metroid games, right?
Hmm.
And I think like for the whole atmospheric feeling of it. Um, but I'm glad to hear that it's not as big of a problem, I guess, to take you out of the game. Uh, I'm excited to play it, and I want to play it. I really do, but I need to like sit down and just grab my Switch and play it.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that. Um, what's interesting is that I think it took me around the same time it took me to finish Other M, like 10 hours to 100% everything and
Mm,
to do it. But those 10 hours were, it was bliss, man. It was just nothing but Metroid for a day. Oh my gosh.
I have a question. So Metroid Dread, it's the conclusion, right, of that of the saga, I guess you would say.
Yeah, I would say it's the conclusion of the quote unquote Metroid saga with, you know, Metroid's being the threat and all that
Yeah.
transpired from that. Yeah.
And when you played through the game, did it feel like a conclusion? Like, do you get that sense of like closure? Like, okay,
Mm,
this was this ended where it needed to end, and that was good. Or do you feel like it could have done better, or left it open, or I don't know?
right.
What would you say?
Um, so the thing about Metroid is that by nature the game is the games are vague in that sense because there's not a really big emphasis on story. You kind of just have to dig deep on your own to actually like holistically understand what's going on most of the time, unless you're just like really good at absorbing things. So as for closure for the story, I would say that um, I think it's a good closure. It's not going to handhold you and say that, oh, this definitely happened. This is how it's going to go moving forward. But there are things, like really important things, that happen in this game that affect Samus. It's going to, yeah. So basically, it's the ending is, yeah. It's pretty much centered around what's going to be happening to Samus, basically, from what I've seen. And a lot of things have happened since the first like since the beginning, and then once you get to here, um, you get a little bit more. You get a little bit more detail about the Chozo, which are instrumental characters in developing Samus into the ultimate warrior that she is right now, and uh, their role in what has been transpiring in the Metroid universe, which is really good. Um, and Samus gets there's things that happen with Samus that that have a lot of big story implications, and I'll just leave it at that. It's kind of hard to skirt around the details here, so it's good closure for sure.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah, but yeah, Are you guys still there? Looks like the audio. Okay, the audio's here. That's my spiel for Metroid Dread.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it seems like you got a lot of ups and downs. Downs with the Spider-Man game,
Oh yeah.
but then then Metroid came through.
Yeah. It's a negative slope. Like I started with Metroid on October 8th.
Oh,
You know.
damn. Well,
Yeah.
that's rough.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah. I would say we're not gonna cover news stories, but Andy Walker got delayed by 2 weeks. So I was looking forward to playing that in November. Now it's gonna be December 3rd. I'll have early access to that. So it's gonna be a what was the function with for V? Like down then back up, like as a V. Was it a absolute value?
Oh,
I think it was absolute
We're
value.
maxing
Yeah, it
on
has to be.
Saturday morning.
It has to be absolute value because if you go to the negative side and it's still positive, it doesn't have a it doesn't go into that third quadrant there.
oh, right, right, right.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen when Endwalker comes out, and then I finish Scarlet Nexus finally whenever that happens.
Oh, you still haven't finished again?
No, dude, it's just like yeah, it was things were happening around that time when I was deep into Scarlet Nexus. Resident Evil 2, still haven't finished it. So
Backlog is going.
yeah, and Endwalker, dude, Endwalker's gonna take I
Mm.
don't know how long. So oh my gosh, I want to see the I want to see the launch trailer. They released the launch trailer yesterday. I haven't seen it. Oh, I think I didn't want to see it for spoiler reasons. Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. I can't do it to myself. I gotta go in blind, bro.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that. I'm a man possessed when it comes to Final Fantasy 14 when new things drop. Just letting you know right now.
We can see that.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah. All right, so we went over what we've been playing. We went over our draft. Um, Nintendo has been in the spotlight recently. Metroid Dread came out; it was a success. Um, then a couple weeks later, they dropped the Mario Party comes out. People have been enjoying that, and then there's also the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack that a lot of people have been talking about. So I know you guys haven't been, you guys have been doing other things rather than playing a lot of video games. So just any thoughts about state of Nintendo right now? How you feeling about their offerings and public perception of them?
Um, I mean, with the whole like the online, the Nintendo Online, they did get a lot of um, like criticism,
Hmm.
uh, like how the games played. There was this whole like the input lag that was going on in Ocarina of Time. I think it's unfortunate, that like effort or like a lot or more effort was put into putting these games on this service, and it's like they got
the exact same game and put it in, which I mean, I guess, but like, there's things that can improve, and by this point, I think should be improved or
Hmm.
shouldn't exist anymore. Um, and so it is kind of like unfortunate to see that, and especially these are games that we haven't seen in a long time. Um, to see them, in the same state, it's kind of there's I feel like there could be more done with the service. Um, and I mean, I think I've seen more criticism or negative criticism against it. Yeah, but I do see people, enjoying playing all these, all their games, right? That's Nintendo 64 games. And so I mean, yeah, I don't know if you really want to play those games, um, you know, cool, you get those games or get that expansion. And if you don't, you don't have to get it right now. Talk with your money, kind of thing.
Right.
I think like the YouTube trailer also, it's like the most disliked Nintendo video.
Yeah.
Um, so things like that. Hopefully Nintendo sees those things and improves on it. But I don't know. It's Nintendo. I doubt it sometimes. So we'll see. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think um, so. That's the online. I know they also pushed what's it called, the Advance Wars. They pushed it back
Oh,
to,
they did.
yeah, they pushed it back from December to like spring 2022. And
What?
so that's kind of weird. I mean, like, why they announced it at E3 and they put like a date and 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 they pushed it back. So I don't know if they want to, optimize it or put more content into it.
Mhm.
So that was weird as well. Uh,
Huh.
so I guess those are like the negative things. I haven't gotten the expansion pack. I have the Advance Wars pre-ordered, so
Oh,
uh,
nice.
but I mean I have a lot of games to play, so those things don't really affect me as much, I guess, to me.
Hmm.
Uh, but on the positive side, there's no positive side. So back to
No.
you, Jose. um, I mean, what's what's something good that has happened on Nintendo? I don't know.
Oh.
Uh,
Um. Well, I know recently they said I was seeing the kind of funny Gamecast and suppose
mhm.
or podcast, and they were saying that Nintendo was promising to make it better. So I guess that's good. The
Oh
Nintendo
yeah, I
Switch
saw that
Online.
too. Right. So yeah, so
So
maybe they are um, listening and watching what people are saying.
yeah.
Hopefully they do improve the service. I think that there's so much potential they can do with that expansion pack, or offer more things. I don't know, like offer something different. So that's good. Um, I think it was either yesterday or 2 days ago. They released some numbers, right? Um, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
Oh
is the
right.
best selling Mario Kart in history. Um,
The selling Switch title.
the selling Switch title. Uh, I think it surpassed the Wii one, right? Mario Kart Wii. Um, so I mean that's cool. It's cool that it keeps selling, but I want Mario Kart 9 to stop selling, please. Um, they, so I mean that's good, and you see the Switch keeps selling, and that's good as well. Uh, they sort of like I think there was like this graphic that showed that they were planning on releasing a new console. I mean, they're always planning on releasing something, the next thing, right? But I don't think that's coming up anytime soon. I think
Yeah.
we got Switch for a while, which is good. But hopefully they do improve the Switch. They do things that make it better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think right now since like the year is kind of dying out, we don't see. There's not like a lot of news regarding Nintendo.
Yeah.
Uh, so I'm sort of like in a neutral state with Nintendo right now. It's not.
Yeah, I feel that.
Hmm. But I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they do.
I refuse. I refuse to buy a Nintendo Switch unless there's a Metroid edition or the new Switch is capable of running Age of Calamity at 60 frames.
Yeah, exactly. Like things like that. Like come on, like just something that can run something like at a stable rate.
Yeah, I know people would a majority of people would be good with 30, which is probably something they still can't
Right,
do at this point. But
right.
no shade. Well, yeah, it's shade. But
Yeah, shade.
but I want 60.
Hmm.
That's my threshold now. The PS5 is kind of spoiling me in that sense.
Hmm.
Jose, you wanna chime in on the on Nintendo?
Um, well, it's pretty much covered some of the points that and I agree. I agree with the things that he said. For me, I feel the same way. I don't know. I feel like at this point in time, Nintendo Nintendo is such a frustrating company for me. Um, just because I feel like they're not getting it, or it's not. I feel like Nintendo has always been very protective of how they do things, and I don't know. At one point, I like that. I like that they didn't give in to um, you know putting the focus on like graphics or um, that type of stuff.
Right.
Um, because I feel like okay, well, Nintendo believes in these values and so okay, fair enough. That's what they stand for. They want gameplay, they want experience, they want to focus on the experience more so than graphics. And at one point, I respected that, and I mean to this day, I mean I still like that,
Hmm.
but I feel like Nintendo has like it's starting to catch up to you know the competition, I guess you could say. But it's I feel like they're picking and choosing what to catch up with, and so it's very interesting that you know they're the online subscription, that's something that they for sure moved to, um, and it's like, oh, okay, so you are able to adapt, you are able to make changes. So why, how interesting that the one change that you do decide to make is the one that gives you more money, the one that charges, your consumers, your customers more money. And it's like, well, if you're able to adapt on that aspect, what's your excuse for the graphics? What's your excuse for, the ports? Um, and that's something that I find very frustrating because I don't know, you reach a point where it's like, bro, I can't defend you anymore. Like it's true. Like what the haters say, what the trolls and whatever. At one point, you're like, they're right. Like you can't deny it. You can't hide it. Um, and I mean, like the Skyward Sword port, like you begin to question, like, was that really? I mean, was it fair to make it a $60 port? I don't know. The whole Pokemon thing as well. As a huge Pokemon fan, that's another thing. Like, I don't know, you guys. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, what's new? What are you guys bringing to the table that's new? Like, there's no excuse for this quality, that you guys are putting out. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like Nintendo, it's been more negatives than positives, and I feel like that's a red flag, and I don't know if Nintendo is catching on to these things, but I feel like Nintendo fans and just everyone in general, of course, Xbox fans and Sony fans, they're gonna jump in at the opportunity to take jabs, and that's normal. But when your own fan base, your own, the Nintendo community is beginning to be dissatisfied and dissent and start criticizing, disliking your videos, then I don't know. That's something that's like a wake up call, and I'm not sure if Nintendo will wake up to it. um, but yeah, I don't know. Right now, yeah, Nintendo's in a very weird position where I don't know. They're doing things wrong. I don't know. Like they can't seem to get it right, and in my opinion, of course, and so yeah, I don't know. I'm hopefully I don't know if the pandemic kind of slowed things down for them, but a lot of the material that we've gotten from them is ports and this Mario Party game that just came out, like that's past mini games. It's that type of thing, and it's just I don't know. It's becoming a little stagnant. Um,
Mm,
so I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. They shake things up, they improve, um, and I don't know, make it more exciting and to be a Nintendo fan. Make it. I don't know, like it's make uh, customers feel good to be Nintendo fans. um, so yeah, that's where I'm at with Nintendo. It's a very complicated relationship right now.
mm. Yo, y'all about to go crazy in 2022 when Breath of the Wild drops, though.
Yeah, but well, I guess, but that's another thing that people are pointing out. I guess people just point out a lot of things, and it's normal, I guess, whatever.
Hmm.
But yeah, a lot of people have been saying like it's the same graphics, it's the same, which makes sense. It's a sequel, but I don't know. I guess people expect an improvement, graphics wise, gameplay wise. We
Yeah.
still know very little of it. Um, so I mean, I personally can't complain or anything because I don't know anything. I don't know what they're gonna bring to the table. But I mean, you can already see it, like people being very skeptical and ready to be critical of what they're gonna get just because I don't know, it's shifted for fans and towards Nintendo, like their attitude towards Nintendo. So it's more of like skepticism now. Like, okay, what are we gonna get? Give us dungeon or something, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, all
I
that
mean, a
stuff
lot of
is.
people were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
No, go ahead, go
Um,
ahead.
like a lot of people were also criticizing like Metroid Dread. Like they were saying, questioning like the price for
Oh,
Metroid
yeah.
Dread, and I mean, I don't know. As obviously as a fan, you buy that game, you don't care how much it costs. Like it's Metroid Dread, like years to make.
I spent over
I
a
mean,
hundred
years
bucks on
waiting
that.
for it. But I mean, that is one of those things where it's like, well, I mean, are they right? Is Nintendo kind of pushing it a
Hmm.
little? Like
Right.
what are we getting for that value, for that price? And it's just those little things that kind of pile up, and you begin to question, like, okay, Nintendo, are you really doing the best you can for your clients, or is this like, I don't know, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I mean, there's always criticism with all these games, and that's normal. But I do feel like it's been increasing, um, within the Nintendo community. Like we're more impatient, or they're more demanding, or more, I don't know, like they're demanding more. They I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. For Nintendo, like all that stuff is. I agree with you guys that they can do better and should do better. Nintendo has been they've been saving the hype this year. Like by the with the low amount of hype that's been happening, like E3 would have been doo doo without Nintendo. Like surviving the years without Smash announcements and stuff like that. My hype levels would have been in the dust, like in the grave with the freaking flower, just like rest in peace. Like on that front, I just Nintendo just has that power to just when they want, when they can, and when they do like announce something, like they have that what do you call it? That power that what is it? Is it power or that spread amongst like the gaming community that's just like infectious. Like the Nintendo community is just like they're so passionate that when something big happens, like everybody knows about it. So I don't know that aspect of Nintendo I really appreciate, but when like their pricing, what they choose to offer for that price, um, their cadence of innovation, those kind of things are definitely things that fans should point out and demand better for sure.
Yeah, like the OLED screen. Is that really all you could have done? Like, is that really all you like? I don't know. It's like that was a miss for me. Like,
Hmm.
what are you doing, Nintendo?
Oh my gosh, I'm still
and I
salty about
mean,
that.
exactly, and it's like even the smallest details, like the bare minimum, like at least change the name, give it a cooler name or something. But you're really gonna call it Switch OLED? I don't know. It's just, I mean, that's a small detail, and it doesn't really matter. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like the effort is not there. Like I don't know. I don't know. I'm anti Nintendo today. It seems.
Yo, when Jose is ranting about Nintendo, it's bad. It's bad out here in these streets. All right, so yeah, well, I said cadence of innovation. Like Nintendo's really good at innovating. It's just like the technical aspects, like you guys say. That's all I wanted to say before we move on. Hmm. All right, so that's our little spill about Nintendo. Do you guys want to just go over some of the best rated games of the year? See how hyped this year has been since we're reaching, holidays and everything.
Yes, let's do this.
All right, so I didn't really put too much effort behind behind this. I can switch the screen so we can see the
Nintendo?
visual.
Just kidding.
Taking notes, taking notes. Uh,
Intentionally?
show podcast screen. There it is. All right. So I just went to Metacritic and I just put in. I just typed in. I typed into Google best games of 2021. Got to the Metacritic one, and let's see. Any new games? We're gonna do like new releases, not releases that came to other platforms. It looks like the first one is. Have you, I'm not gonna mention this one, but that's really weird. The House in Fata Morgana, Dreams of the Revenants edition. I'm not sure if that's old or new, but shout out to that one. We're not gonna have anything to talk about that one, right?
No, I don't
All
even know what that is.
right. Yeah, I'm like, what? Wait a minute. That's number two best one of the year. What is going on? Disco Elysium, the final cut's the first one, but I don't know if that's just a director's cut of Disco Elysium or something.
Yeah, I think it's a director's cut. Director's cut.
Okay. First one, Xbox actually doing the thing out here. Forza Horizon 5 so far.
It's doing really good.
Yeah. And then after that we have Psychonauts 2. Psychonauts 2, dude, like would you play that if it wasn't on Xbox? Is it only on Xbox? Let me see.
Yeah, it's an Xbox exclusive.
Psychonauts 2. Would you play that if it was like more readily available on Nintendo or PlayStation or something?
I don't know. Like I've thought about it. Um, I don't know. It's strange. I feel like something about its aesthetic. It's kind of strange. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would be like I would want to play it. Like
Mm,
maybe I guess if I, I don't know. It's hard to say for me.
yeah.
But I mean, based on the reviews, I mean, I'd probably give it a try though.
Oh yeah. Yo, supposedly it's on Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, Linux, Xbox One, OS X, Xbox Series X, and Series S.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're just not on the PlayStation 5. It doesn't list it on Wikipedia.
Weird.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, let's see what we have here. Microsoft Flight Simulator, did that release this year?
Yeah, I think so. I think back in, oh, wait,
Or was it last
back
year?
in July or June?
Microsoft. It might have just been released on the consoles.
Oh, right, right, right.
Release date.
Yeah, I think then that was like a last year game.
Yeah, just fact checking here. Oh, that's the old one. Anyways, yeah, I believe was released last year for like PC and then this year for consoles. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, that was definitely last year. Pro Skater.
Right.
Chicory? A Colorful Tale? I heard a little bit about this game. So it says something
I've heard
terrible
about it.
happened. You heard about it?
I think I've heard about it.
Yeah. It says something terrible happened. Chicory, superstar artist and wielder of the brush, is missing and all the color in the land has vanished with her. It is up to you, Chicory's #1 fan, to pick up the brush and fill in for her. It's a big job, but you're ready. Dot dot dot. All right.
Interesting.
Yeah. Personal shout out, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. That's some good games right there. That's a
Have
90.
you played them?
I played through one, got a little bit into two, but then I stalled. Forgot what else came. I think Scarlet Nexus came, and then I wanted to play that, something like that. But yeah, Mass Effect, play it, play it, play the Legendary Edition, so good. Um, a game called Dusk on the Switch. So this is the first one that's probably going to be one that's popular and it's going to be in Game of the Year conversations. It Takes Two came out on March 26th, 89 on Metacritic.
All right.
I'm surprised it was received so well. Um,
Right?
it just feel it like when they first announced it, it just felt like one of those like I don't know weird projects that people do, and I guess it's pretty good. I haven't played it. I haven't seen any gameplay though, so
Uh,
I'm not sure. Can't judge too much on them.
thing is that it doesn't look too impressive, excuse me, visually, but I guess something about its mechanics or its storytelling, something about it just makes it really, really compelling.
Mm.
Oh, we're taking it back all the way to the beginning of the year with this one, dude. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury.
Wow. That was this year.
Yeah, 89.
Nani? Did you
Hmm.
ever pass it? At least?
Yeah, I played it. Yeah, yeah, both ones. Um, it, the well, Bowser's Fury. I don't has. Have you guys played it?
I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have the game, right?
Mm.
Um,
I haven't played it.
yeah, I think uh, Bowser's Fury it gives a glimpse of what 3D or future 3D Mario's can be like. There's a lot of like Odyssey, like an Odyssey feeling to it. Um,
Mm.
and like it's a weird experience. I like that. That's one of the things that I see a lot of people like praise a lot, like the Fury from that game, Bowser's Fury, um, and it's interesting. It's a little different. Like I said, it's kind of like Odyssey, but at the same time, it has like a different feeling because it's uh, I don't even know how to explain it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing it. Uh, but I don't know. Like I feel like there's something about like going into worlds and like 64 and like Sunshine and Galaxy and things like that 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 I feel like, I guess, nostalgic towards too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And sometimes I kind of prefer that. Um, but I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, right? It was really fun. I don't think it will be enough to make it like a game of the year. Uh, like maybe I guess maybe like a nomination, but it's a fairly good game. But that's it, in my opinion.
Yeah. There's something about a Mario homeworld, like a hub.
Right. There you go.
It's irreplaceable. It's just so cozy. It just sparks something in my brain. It's like I'm safe here, and I can just explore and find secrets and just enjoy this environment. It feels really
Yeah, and
nice.
it's something like that I connect Mario with. Like when I think Mario or 3D Mario, it's like, oh, what's the hub? Or like what's this place where I'm gonna, like, whenever I finish a mission, where am I gonna go to? Or things like that, like something like that.
Yeah.
Um, so I guess I think it's just nostalgia, I guess, for it, and
Yeah.
you know, I guess I gotta get used to it.
Best 3D Mario hubs in your opinion?
Mm. Uh, I think I'm gonna be a little biased.
Yeah. I want
I'm gonna
that.
say Galaxy.
Galaxy.
I think like Mario Galaxy for me. Um, Galaxy 2.
Oh, I remember that one. That was kind of that
Mm-hmm,
was that was garbage in comparison.
yeah, I think it's a
Yeah.
little like toned down compared to like the first one.
Yeah.
Mm, let's see. Mm, like Sunshine. Um, I think it was interesting how they did like the hub world,
Oh my, yeah.
because it's much bigger, I guess. Like you can even like explore that world. I think I'm gonna say Sunshine as well. Like it's up there. And 64, I guess. Uh, I mean, if I'm going like nostalgia, I probably put 64 above Sunshine.
Mm,
But
I feel that.
mhm. But yeah, I think so. I think those are it. Um, am I missing one?
Mm, I think those are the big ones. I can't think of anything else. 64. I I think there's big nostalgia at play for 64.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because going to it without nostalgia, it's alright.
It's
It's alright. I would say Galaxy, but for on my side, of course, nostalgia. 2002 Sunshine, using your nozzle, running around or exploring the water. It's picking up fruits, throwing them at the freaking residents, jumping on their heads, talking to the toads and stuff. That's some good stuff right there, man. And then I would
that
say
is true.
Galaxy number
Yeah.
two.
hmm And then you had more to do, right? Like in Sunshine, there were secrets you can explore and
Yeah,
things like that.
yeah. It was just more open, and I feel like it had more room for exploration. And the 64. I already said what I think about 64. Jose, you got an opinion?
Um,
Oh shit. No, sorry.
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
I think Galaxy is at the top for me if I had to
Sure.
choose. Um, and that's it. Just kidding.
Everything else is
Um,
trash.
because I've never really been like a huge like Mario, you know, like fan.
But you're Mario.
Right. Um, I guess the 64. Um, Mario 64. Just because of nostalgia, purely because of nostalgia. Um, and I really like Odyssey. I don't know why people snub it all the time.
What
But I
would be the
really do
home
enjoy.
world? Oh, sorry. You finish. Sorry.
Oh, but yeah, that's top three, I would say. Sunshine is up there too, though. I don't know, it's hard.
Yeah, I get it. I was gonna say, what would be the
What?
hum?
Yeah.
It,
What is the homeworld for us?
yeah, would it be the would it be spoilers, the the kingdom, or would it be the first world you go to? No, I don't think it was for the first world. I would think it's Peach's castle.
You think so?
I think so. No? What do you guys think?
I'm trying to like remember.
There's
I have
so
like
many.
mental fog.
I think you could make an argument for Donk City, sort of. That game has so many pretty worlds, man. I don't think it gets enough credit to how well designed that game is.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like sort of like forgot about it. You know?
Yeah. Like any world I'm thinking of right now is like, oh my gosh, that was such a pretty part of the world. Oh my goodness, they actually made this like oceanside look really, really amazing on the Switch. And so good. Anyways, next game that I have here. This one I played. I don't know if our boy played it. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. Not really. It's like an expansion to or extra DLC. It's a DLC to Final Fantasy Remake. I think it's really good. I really enjoyed seeing Yuffie's side of the story and how she's going to potentially play a role in the main story. So I also like the mini game. So there's like a mini game from the original that they introduced here. It makes it more fun and easier to pick up, I would say. So yeah, awesome. And she's a ninja, so
Of
extra
course.
points for that. Yeah,
Makes sense.
that's also an 89. It got an 80. Oh, Integrate is not just the DLC; it's the game. I'm thinking of something else. That's not even. I'm confused with the letter. Integrate is uh does Integrate have the DLC? I think Integrate is just the Final Fantasy remake, but with all the bells and whistles of next gen.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
All right. Yeah.
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 Wait, Integrate is a bundle that includes both remake and the new episode featuring Yuffie. Okay, so it's all in one and has
Right.
all the bells and whistles. Okay, cool. So I was partially right. Cool.
Yes.
Nice. Alrighty. Psychonauts 2 once again. Street rates for Mr. X Nightmare. I heard about that. That's like a expansion, I
Heard of it
believe.
too.
Mhm. All right, so we have a couple games here that are new. Deathloop,
Big ones.
Deathloop 88.
The never-ending trailers.
Bruh, seriously. But it paid off, it seems.
Yeah. If at first you don't succeed, die again. From the team at Arcane Lion comes an innovative take on first-person action. Deathloop transports players to the lawless land of Blackreef in an eternal struggle between two extraordinary assassins.
I haven't played it. Um, would you play it, Ray?
Mm, I'm not feeling this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we were talking about like the aesthetic of like Psychonauts 2.
Yeah.
Uh, Same thing with like that loop. I don't know, something about it.
Hmm.
It's not. It doesn't grab me.
Yeah. Like I feel like it should have grabbed me. I'm really interested in playing. What is it called? The one before Dishonored 2.
Hmm.
I don't think they have a 60 frames per second patch. You see, I'm getting spoiled, and I'm like, I think there was a demo or
Hmm.
something. Like, I'm feeling these 30 frames, bro. I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I'm so spoiled now, but I'm not at that level of interest with Deathloop. It's kind of strange.
Mhm.
All right, so if we can move on here, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart has an 88.
I still need to play that game.
Dude, me too. It was gifted to me.
Wow.
Yo, I think that's a lock for a nominee, Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah,
Hmm.
definitely.
And I would say Deathloop too.
Yeah, dude, the Game Awards
Uh,
are
mhm.
nearing.
When are they? When are they?
Usually like
How?
in December,
December?
Yeah.
December 10, 12, around there.
Let's go through a few more here. Metroid Dread has an 88.
Goaty.
I hope it gets nominated. And Monster Hunter Rise has an 88. Oh my gosh, Monster Hunter Rise. I just left you to die. I never went back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Some break
Uh,
though.
huh?
You getting some break?
Sun, Sunbreak? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna get Sunbreak. Heck yeah. I played Generations Ultimate after Dread just to see if I can beat freaking Jan Garuga in that Metroid mission.
Hmm.
It was just pain, dude. I should
Yeah.
have known better. I have to level up first, like regularly, before I can match him, I
Take that
think.
on.
Yeah. F121? What?
What?
Oh, F1. Oh, it's a driving game. F121.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I've heard about this game. I don't know what it's about though. Death's Door?
Oh yeah. It's an indie game. Uh, I've heard that it's like a Zelda-like kind of game. Um, but yeah, I think it was on the State of Play, no? It's coming to PS5 and PS4.
I didn't even watch that State of Play, dude.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
Oh yeah. All I know is that just shout out Little Devils Inside and you'll be solid pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, and the freaking what was it? Star Ocean? That game was like hot doo doo.
Yeah, that was weird. I was like, is this a Nintendo Direct? Nah,
So, Death's Door, the description is reaping souls of the dead and punching a clock might get monotonous, but it's honest work for a crow. The job gets lively when your assigned soul is stolen and you must track down a desperate thief to a realm untouched by death, where creatures grow. Dot dot dot. Where creatures grow far past their expiry and blah 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 blah. Okay, interesting. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to it, but
yeah,
yeah,
same.
yeah. Let's see what else we have here. Hitman 3. That was something I drafted early, way early.
Hmm.
87. Wilder Myth, tactical RPG. Guilty Gear Strive. I don't know if it's gonna make Game of the Year, but for sure, Fighting of the Year maybe.
Best fighting game.
Yeah. Tales of Arise has an 87.
Really?
Yeah.
that game kind of just came and went, huh?
Pretty much.
There wasn't a lot of discussion around it.
Hmm. Oh, also we didn't have our boy to hype us up about it. I don't know if even know if he finished it or not.
True.
Yeah. I think that's a good place to cut it here. Let's see if there's anything else. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Busta Fellows. Yeah, dude, those were those are some of the best games of the year. Personally, I guess it would be like Dread and Rise for me.
Hmm.
There's no like,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, I really haven't really played a lot of this either, so I think the
Right?
only one I played is Rise. I'm planning on playing Dread, and so I'll probably choose those two.
Nice.
What about Returnal? Wasn't Returnal
What
in
about
the
Returnal?
Oh,
Returnal got a lot of hype, got a lot of praise.
that's true.
I
Let's
feel
see
like
where Returnal.
Returnal is a it's a contender for sure. And I think Deathloop too. Um,
Hmm.
I think those two, like when I think about like game of the year, those two pop up.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
I had to scroll
Yeah,
down a
but
little
let's
bit
talk about next year though.
for next year.
Let's
Okay,
go.
if you want to. Oh no, it's kind of getting close to that'll be for
Yeah,
another time.
yeah.
Yeah, next year's gonna be crazy. Returnal is sitting at an 85, so it may be part of the game of the year. Should be. Quick sneak peek, like 2022. What's the first thing you think of in video games?
Breath of the Wild
Breath of
Yeah.
the Wild.
too.
I I can't think of anything that I'd be really hyped for. I'm trying to think. Spider-Man's 2023.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a lot of games coming up next year.
yeah. Dude.
Horizon Forbidden West, God of War.
Oh, Forbidden
El
West looks sick.
yeah.
Well, all the games that were pushed this year coming
Yeah.
out next year. So
Elden Ring, Pokemon.
Oh my freaking gosh, we didn't talk about that Elden Ring stuff, but dude,
Hmm.
dude, that game looks really good. That's gonna
We
be
have
a huh.
yeah, we have Bloodborne on we got it for like the from the collection, the
Hmm.
PS Plus, and I've been wanting to play it, to play like those types of games,
Yeah,
like the Souls game, because I really I wanna try Elden Ring as well.
yeah. That open world map.
It looks really cool.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Yeah, Sekiro, dude. Sekiro was a like a rite of passage, man. Cause that game was horde,
Really, I wanna
horde.
try Sekiro as well
Yeah,
at one point.
yeah. I'm intimidated just thinking about going back to it. No joke. Yeah. I think that's gonna about do it, guys. Any last final thoughts? Anything at all?
yeah, I think that's it.
Cool, cool. All right, you guys, audience members, thank you for watching. We have been Roll Jump Media. We like to do this podcast to go over things we've been playing, things that are happening in gaming news, and just to geek out about video games in general. If you're along for the ride, we appreciate you. If you want to show support, you can go ahead and subscribe on YouTube, follow our podcast on Spotify and on iTunes or Apple, wherever it's at. And yeah, just be part of our community, talk about video games, just chill with us. That'd be nice. Thank you very much for watching, and Before we sign off, do my co-hosts have anything to say to the audience?
Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, thank you for listening. Play games on your backlog.
I like it. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.